Hello, I'm Kimber, and welcome to the Native News Update. Many of the stories you hear here can be found at IndianCountryNews.com. And here's the news for today from the Associated Press and other Native news sources. First Nations rock group Midnight Shine's music video for A Heart of Gold cover is up for an award at the Yorkton Film Festival in Saskatchewan, Canada. The Golden Sheaf Awards will be held on May 25th, and Midnight Shine is nominated in the Performing Arts and Entertainment category.
I've been a miner for a heart of gold. It's these expressions I never give that keep me searching for a heart of gold. And I'm getting old.
Heart of Gold cover is one in a 3-pack of videos shot in Adrian Sutherland's home community. In October of 2018, a production crew of 3 traveled to Attawapiskat in remote northern Ontario with 14 cases of gear and one ambitious plan, making 2 music videos in 5 days. Getting the job done in only 4 days, they made the last-minute decision to use the remaining time to shoot one more video. And that's how the Heart of Gold cover video came to be. Spontaneously, magically, and with a little help from some little friends. The video has been viewed over 190,000 times on YouTube since its release this past January. The Colorado Commission of Indian Affairs has hired Gwen Carr as their new executive director. Gwen is an enrolled member of the Cayuga Nation of New York, Heron Clan. Her career has been in the service of American Indians and social justice, and she has over 30 years of experience working with tribal, state, and federal governments. Carr founded the Wisconsin American Indian Democratic Caucus and was the first national political director for American Indians in the Democratic National Committee. She also worked in intergovernmental affairs at the White House during the Clinton administration and served as the Deputy Secretary of the Oklahoma Indian Affairs Commission. Plus, she was the first tribal liaison for the state of Wisconsin Department of Transportation. Carr's resume includes working on the Lake Butamore Causeway project, the largest American Indian designed, engineered, and built transportation project in the United States. Winnemem Wintu Tribal Chief and Spiritual Leader Colleen Sisk is the winner of the 2019 Anthony Grassroots Prize, an annual Earth Day award recognizing an outstanding example of grassroots environmental activism.
When I was young, the rivers and streams, you could drink out of them. We'd go fishing and we'd catch a lot of fish. And we'd never have to carry water with us. We'd just drink out of the streams right there. But nowadays you have to carry your water in, they say. And the fish are struggling and the salmon are having a very difficult time. They're on near extinction. We have to do something about that.
Since assuming leadership in 2000, Sisk has focused on uplifting the cultural and religious traditions of the Winnemem Wintu tribe. She also advocates tirelessly for salmon restoration, the undamming of the watersheds, and the basic human right to clean water.
My family, we picked fruit in the early days. We fished these rivers. My dad logged these mountains. But nowadays, we can't do those things like that was done before. We have to create jobs that undo those damages that were done.
Currently, Sisk is leading the tribe's resistance against a proposal to raise the Shasta Dam, and is an integral voice in the efforts to bring salmon home to the tribe's sacred watersheds above the dam. The Board of Directors of the American Indian Alaska Native Tourism Association has appointed Sherry Rupert as the new executive director for the Tourism Association, charged with expanding the voice of tribal tourism in the United States. Rupert's appointment comes after careful consideration by the board and reflects the leadership's commitment to expand the organization's impact in working with tribes to develop, sustain, and grow tourism programs in Native American communities. In her former position, she managed Nevada's Indian Territory, the state's official arm for promoting Native American tourism, and created and produced the annual Nevada Tribal Tourism Conference for more than a decade. Her work on a national level includes serving as the U.S. Department of Commerce Travel and Tourism Advisory Board and the American Indian and Alaska Native Tourism Association's Board of Directors since 2010. She is also the recipient of multiple awards for her work in tourism and economic development. Plus, she was instrumental in the passage of the Native American Tourism and Improving Visitors Experience Act during her tenure as the American Indian Alaska Native Tourism Association board president. The NABI Educational Youth Summit and Basketball Invitational will be held June 23rd through the 29th in Arizona. In its 17th year, the summer's NABI Basketball Invitational will be making education its priority by hosting its first NABI Educational Youth Summit. The summit will host over 1,300 Native youth representing over 300 tribal nations, 13 guest speakers, prevention programs, an enhanced college and career fair, and once again, its College Scholarship Fund will award $20,000 in scholarships. Since their inception in 2003, NABI has awarded over $250,000 in scholarships and financial aid to our Native American students pursuing higher education. And these students are becoming leaders and mentors in their communities. After almost 18 years, NABI has become more than basketball.
We want to just announce NABI is in its 17 years. At any given time, we have 128 tribal youth playing basketball, and they represent tribes from all over the United States, Canada, New Zealand, as far away as Alaska. We will have Samoa represented this year. But the good news is now we have changed direction and we're more than basketball. We've always had a college and career fair. We always had a couple of guest speakers, motivational speakers. We've always given away scholarships, over $250,000 in scholarships in 17 years. But our focus now is education. We are now announcing and doing our first summit. Look, I'm Italian, I'm moving my hands. I'll try to put it behind me. But we are announcing our first like we say back east, Youth Educational Summit. We'll have over 13 speakers, prevention. We're going to expand our college and career fair. Our junior sons in Mercury are now involved doing a junior camp for graduating 8th graders. That's a free camp. Each one of our teams bring one graduating 8th grader. We have a lot going on in Phoenix, Arizona.
Just recently, Religion of Sports documentary series produced by Tom Brady, Michael Strahan, and award-winning director Gotham Chopra featured NABI and one of their teams from Alaska.
NABI has become so popular that we got the attention of Tom Brady. And Tom Brady, we all know who he is, New England Patriots, whoop whoop. And he owns a production company called Religion of Sports. And Religions of Sports is a documentary series on AT&T Network. So they came out last year and filmed at NABI. They actually went to Alaska first, filmed our team getting ready for NABI, and then followed them to NABI in Phoenix.
You live in igloos? No, we don't live in igloos. That was like 2 centuries ago.
Native people have been here for 7,000 years.
We're all basically family. I don't want to get out of here because I don't like it. I love it here. It's about basketball.
Player from rural Alaska, it's going to be pretty tough to play basketball as a career.
My biggest dream is the NBA. NABI is a Native American Basketball Invitational.
128 teams, 64 boys, 64 girls.
This tournament brings together over 300 tribal nations from around the world.
NABI is my opportunity to get scouted. What people will tell you is that when you're an Alaskan athlete, there's a 3% chance you'll make it to the NBA. And to me, 3% is better than nothing.
And that's another roundup of news from Indian Country on this edition of the Native News Update. I'd like to thank you for joining me, and have a grand day.
Step into Seven Winds Casino Lodge and Conference Center.
Come and discover everything we have to offer.
Unlimited gaming action. Northwoods hospitality. Delicious all-you-can-eat buffet. Relaxation and comfort. Great drinks and good times. Big wins, big fun. It's all here at Seven Winds Casino Lodge and Conference Center in the heart of the Great North Woods.